But I believe that we can still act responsibly, that we can be as careful getting out as we were careless getting in. I proposed in January a phased redeployment to get all of our combat troops out by March 31st of next year. There is no reason why we can't execute that. Because not only is it important for our troops to come home, not only are we spending $275 million a day, but we are also distracting ourselves from the situation in Pakistan and Afghanistan where Al-Qaeda is resurgent. I will tell you this, I make this promise. As President of the United States, I will spend every minute of every day thinking about keeping the American people safe. But I'm going to do it by making sure we're fighting on the right battlefield and using all the tools at our disposal. Not just our military, but our diplomatic tools, and our economic tools, and our cultural tools. All the tools in the toolbox to make us safe. Now we passed a bill out of the Senate and out of the House with a majority of votes to start bringing our troops home. President Bush vetoed it. He vetoed it, and we had a chance to do it again this week, and we picked up 2 votes, 2 senators from Maine, so instead of just 50, 51 votes, we had 52, 53 votes. But we need 67 votes to overcome George Bush's veto. And I would point out that there are a couple of senators in New Hampshire who haven't voted with us yet. They've acknowledged that there are no military solutions to the problem in Iraq. But we've got to have folks who are voting their conscience, not just expressing their conscience. That's going to be critical for us to make progress. When we do that, then we've got the opportunity, I think, to go before the world. I, as President of the United States, intend to stand before the United Nations and to say, America is back. We are ready to lead. But we are going to lead by working with you, not by dictating to you. We're going to lead by deed and by example. We're going to lead and work with you on the next generation of proposals to deal with climate change. We want to work with you, not against you, on the critical issue of nuclear proliferation. We want to work with you to end the genocide in Darfur. We want to work with you to build schools in the Middle East that teach math and science instead of hatred. And while we're at it, we're going to close Guantanamo and we're going to restore habeas corpus, because that's who we are. And that's how we lead. That's being true to our ideas and being true to our values. So, I know where I want to take the country, and I'm confident in my capacity to lead this country in a better direction. But I can't do it by myself. You know, that's not how change happens in America. Change always happens from the bottom up, not from the top down. That's how we brought an end to segregation. That's how women got the right to vote. That's how unions got the right to organize. That's how we began an environmental movement. That's how we brought an end to the Vietnam War. That's how we'll bring an end to the Iraq War, because millions of voices like yours decide to come together and insist that we are not confined to the world as it is. We can imagine a better world for our children and our grandchildren. You know, it's not that often when we as Americans have a chance to put our shoulder against the wheel and move history in a better direction. We're in one of those moments now. The country is ready, but we've got to seize that opportunity. And I'm absolutely convinced that if you join with me and we seize this opportunity, we're not just going to win an election, we are going to transform a country. So.